Already decided, the cage of perception and the sovereignty of change. The premise, when others decide who you are. There comes a moment, often quiet, sometimes devastating, when you realize that someone has already decided who you are. Not based on your present truth, nor the full context of your past, but on a version of you they've chosen to preserve. This version fits their comfort, their narrative, or their control. And no matter how much you evolve, how consistently you show up differently, they remain unmoved. Their perception has hardened into a verdict. This isn't just frustrating, it's existentially disorienting. It creates a dissonance between who you are and who they insist you must be. The myth of proof, why consistency isn't always enough. We're taught that change is proven through action. That if you show up differently, again and again, people will eventually believe you've changed. But this assumes they're open to seeing it. It assumes they're watching with curiosity, not confirmation bias. You may apologize, grow, rebuild, and transcend. You may offer new frameworks, new language, new boundaries. You may embody your evolution with grace and grit. And still, they may not see it. Not because you haven't changed, but because they've stopped looking. The walls they build, categorization as control. When someone categorizes you, especially in reductive or dismissive terms, they're not just labeling you. They're defining your usefulness, your potential, your place in their social construct. They're saying, this is how far you can go in my world. This is the ceiling I've placed above your head. This is often less about you, and more about their need for control, predictability, or superiority. Your change threatens their stability. Your growth disrupts their hierarchy. So they resist it, not because it isn't real, but because it isn't convenient. The futility of proving, why you must stop performing for their approval. Trying to prove your transformation to someone who refuses to see it as a spiritual drain. It's a distortion of your energy, a misdirection of your purpose. You begin performing instead of embodying. You start curating your life for their gaze instead of living it for your truth. And here's the paradox. The more you try to prove, the more they feel justified in doubting you. Because your effort signals desperation, not sovereignty. The unyielding image, when recovery isn't enough. There is a brutal truth that must be named. No matter how much you recover, reinvent, or persevere, you will never be enough to rectify the image they've constructed of you. You could rise from the ashes, build new worlds, speak with clarity and compassion, and still, they will cling to the version of you that serves their story. Your healing may be profound. Your transformation may be undeniable. But to them, it is irrelevant. Because they are not engaging with you, they are engaging with their projection. This is not a reflection of your failure. It is a reflection of their refusal. The cosmic reframe, they've chosen their role, now you choose yours. There is a strange mercy in accepting that some people have chosen to misunderstand you. It frees you from the agony of aspiration. It allows you to stop knocking on doors that were never meant to open. In metaphysical terms, they've placed themselves in a category, the unseeing. Whether by trauma, ego, or design, they've opted out of witnessing your evolution. That's not your failure. It's their limitation. And once you stop trying to be legible to them, you become infinite again. The path forward, from proving to becoming. You don't need to be believed to be real. You don't need to be validated to be valuable. Your transformation is sacred, even if it's invisible to those who refuse to look. So instead of proving, you protect your energy from performative cycles. You create for those who are ready to receive your truth. You build frameworks that honor your evolution, not their perception. You reclaim your narrative from the hands of those who mishandled it. Final thought, you are not who they decided you were. You are not the version they archived. You are not the role they assigned. You are not the ceiling they installed. You are the architect of your becoming. And your becoming does not require their permission.